Last week, we went through the exercise of saying what we wanted to see and hear from training camp. I said that Kevin Stefanski and Deshaun Watson were on the same page. Other thing I wanted to hear was the defense, talking about the new defensive system. Take a listen to what Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah said about playing for Jim Schwartz.
A bit more free. I'm breathing now, right? We have a scheme that really allows us to be who we are, right? Coaching staff that's very solid. We put the pieces in place. Looking for a very, very strong year. So just free. I could breathe. Our brothers can breathe. We could kind of go out there and really go out there and attack and do what we do. So I think that's going to be huge. You'll see it in the mindset. You'll see it in the way that we play. It's going to be very no nonsense, no patty cake, and you'll see that. So any player that has a certain skill set yearns for a coach like Coach Schwartz to be able to tap into his full potential, to put him in the right places, to send him when it's time to send, to pull him back when it's time to pull him back. And Coach Schwartz really understands not only my skill set, but also the other players and the personnel, not only of our team, but also of the other teams, and when to put us different places at certain times. So it's good.
And again, those are the kind of things that you want to hear from your defense.
It's the one thing we've been talking about for the past couple of years is the personnel that Andrew Berry's put together, particularly in the draft. He's drafted a lot of attack-minded defensive players, in particular Grant Delpin and, the guy we just saw, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, talking about it. And Jim Schwartz is clearly an attack-minded defensive coordinator. So it makes sense that, the two that Schwartz and JOK seem like a good fit for each other. JOK is, like we talked about, as a player that, you can put around the line of scrimmage and have him attack, and that's where he makes a lot of plays. That's where it seemed like he made most of his plays, throughout the first 2 seasons of his career, is going downhill and attacking the line of scrimmage and being aggressive. And I think when you have a defensive coordinator who coaches that aggressive style, coaches an attack-minded style, those are coordinators that are fun to play for. And we talked about it before that I thought, last year the Browns were a little too passive defensively, especially considering the talent they had, at those impact positions. Now that you have a guy who's embracing that, it should create a more aggressive defense, hopefully more disciplined, because we saw a lot of, coverage issues, penalty issues a year ago. If they can harness that attack-minded energy with a little more discipline, this defense has a chance to be, as good as a lot of people think they are.
Yep, and it'll be interesting to see as that goes along.